Most people are using ChatGPT just like Google, and that's why they're falling behind. If you want to get ahead of 99% of the people professionally, this system is something that's going to turn ChatGPT into your unfair advantage. Right now, billions of people are testing out AI for the first time, but most of them are fumbling and failing. They type in random prompts and they get random results. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix that. There's a small percentage of people that are actually succeeding with using Chat GPT. They're multiplying their outputs and they're making better decisions and creating leverage and multiplying their production on a daily basis. So the question isn't, will AI replace me? It's, am I learning how to use AI to 10x my outputs? So if you feel like every time you open up Chat GPT, you're starting from zero, I'm going to show you how to create a master prompt so that it knows exactly who you are and how to furnish outputs in your voice. I'm going to show you also how to create a system prompt and how to use system prompting to make sure that the outputs that you're getting are in the exact format that you want. We're also going to go over canvases and show you how to make your own custom GPTs so that you can share them with colleagues, friends, or even use them as lead magnets. All right, so I'm going to jump inside my projects here inside my account, and we're going to go into project files later, but it's a great place to actually create these master prompts and system prompts. So the master prompt inside this knowledge base is this document right here. And I have done a full video on how to actually create one of these in a step-by-step format. But essentially, this document is letting the AI know exactly who you are and what type of offers you have and how to actually interact with whatever's happening inside the chat. Okay, so what I don't want you to get overwhelmed with is how complicated this looks. Because as we look through this, this has everything in it as far as the offer, the quick snapshot, ideal customer profile, the different offers that we actually have at different price points. This is the main document that I want the agent to look at and be able to speak to an output knowing this master prompt idea. So it needs all this information first. Now, the reason this is important is so that you're not just getting generic answers. You want to make sure that you're getting concise answers for your specific outputs. Let me show you how to create one. So what I'm going to actually do in here is I'm going to go into this project file that has tons of transcripts of me talking to people about this offer, and I'm simply going to start a new chat in this project file. And this is how powerful these project folders can be because it can see all of these chats all at once. So check this out. I would like you to create a master prompt taking in all the information that you've learned from all of the following chats inside this project file. I would also like you to access your entire knowledge base and your system prompt to perfect this master prompt to be able to put into your knowledge base so you have a better idea of how to produce the correct outputs that we're looking for in this style of chat. All right, let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so you may be asking, that sounded kind of jumbled, Ian. Well, it's okay because just by vibe coding and explaining what you want, it'll do a great output just like this. And that's just the rough draft. We're going to refine it from here. We're trying to make it easy for everybody because everyone gets, I mean, check it out, dude. Like everyone gets overwhelmed. How the hell am I going to create a master prompt? I just asked it to do it based off of all the information it had. And then I'm just going to do this. So now we're going to ask it for a second draft. Okay, this is good, but it's not really an 11 out of 10 style prompt. We need this prompt to exceed all expectations. And I'm going to give you a few more notes for you to incorporate into the second draft. So you might have heard me talk about Dan Martell before. And so this is exactly how Dan defines a master prompt in one of his videos. So we're going to give that directly back to Chat GPT. It's all about just, being a pirate. There you go. I think we got it. All right. So now I'm actually going to skip forward and show you a little cheat code about canvases. So we're going to ask, all right, this looks pretty good. So can you just take this output and put it in a canvas for me so I can have the ability to edit it? Okay, so now we have it sitting here in a canvas, and you'll have a couple of toggle buttons up here where you can just copy it. You can also click the edit button and edit it over here. Like you can highlight things, you could take out the way it says certain things. Like if you don't like M dashes, I hate M dashes, you could take those out. In the master prompt, if you wanted to, you could tell it like never use these things ever. But you can actually edit it with your keyboard and change things around. But what we're going to do for time's sake here, we're not going to copy it. We're actually going to download it in Markdown format. So we're going to come over here to download. And I hear a lot of people talking about like, oh, download it as a PDF. Don't download it as a PDF. If you're using it as a knowledge-based document for another chat GPT, you want to make sure it's in Markdown format because it's easier for the AI to read. All right, so now I'm inside a new project, the new and improved project, and I'm going to put this document right in here into its knowledge base, and it's labeled, as you can see, master prompt, so that it knows that that's the main prompt. Now you may be asking yourself, okay, Ian, where is the system prompt? Well, I'm going to show you where that is right now as well. You click on these three little buttons up here. You come into edit instructions, and this is what we're calling the system prompt right here. Again, giving it its role, it's just structured a little bit differently so that it's giving the outputs that we actually want in each one of these chats below. So it's not just giving a generic format at the end. This one is to reflect on your Zoom call transcripts and give you specific coaching and a call score table based off of how well you did your discovery, how well you did, however you structure your specific sales calls and how you did your tie downs and how you closed. All of those things are based off of how that system prompt is telling it to give us the outputs. But how it's going to act, that's from the master prompt. All right, so let's zoom out for a minute. And what I want to show you is inside chat here is the new projects. And by titling a project like I did with this system right here, all of the chats that I then create inside this project are working towards a certain goal. For this one, it is just reviews of Zoom sales calls. And so I don't want that conglomerated into other chats that I can't find at any point, because if I don't have a couple calls for a couple days, all of a sudden, in your chats, it ends up way down somewhere where you can't find it. This way, you can start new chats for each week, and the chat can still see all of the transcripts and all of the chats from every week. So it gives you a way to like essentially organize your specific project, hence project files. Okay, so now we're back in version 1, and you can see all the different chats, and the thing is I had to start new ones when the chat would kinda slow down. If you've used chat a lot, you kinda know once you get a lot of data into one chat, it'll start to slow down. So projects allow you to just start a new week in a new chat, but look at all of these that are sitting in here that go back all the way to, June 11th, and so that's a couple months right there. It's all summer of chats that essentially got so much information in them, they slowed down. Then what I did is I came up here and I wanted to start asking the agent itself, how do I improve your knowledge base? How do I improve your system prompt? How do I improve your master prompting so that we can create a new project that's even better than you are. And it sat there and helped me do all of those things. So you don't have to be a genius at creating these prompts. What you have to be good at is providing a lot of information and then getting really good at asking strategic questions and not being satisfied with the first output. The first few iterations of getting the knowledge base documents, you saw there's like 12 of them, getting them back. I said, this isn't quite good enough. You need to be better. Please rewrite it again. And it would rewrite it again and it would be better. And then we would take that version and put it into the next version of our call project. So I think the biggest lesson here is to learn that you don't have to learn all of this stuff. What you have to learn how to do is ask the right questions so that you can get the right outputs. All right. So now I have a custom GPT sitting right here that could help give you clarity on getting your first business started. So I'm going to actually drop the link to this one right down there in the description. And all I ask for you is to thumbs up the video and drop me a comment with what you would like to learn about next. And until next time, this is Captain AI Kirk signing off.